Welcome to another video, and today we're gonna look at some rounds where people outplay the enemies using amazing tricks. When you outplay the enemies using tricks, it always feels so satisfying. I mean, look at this round. When the barriers are going down, use 2 neon stuns against the walls, and if the enemies are pushing, easy kills for you. Or you could jump between the 2 zip lines on split, stress the enemies out, waste their bullets, and when they're reloading, peek and easy kills. Just like Tenzin did. A lot more satisfying kills later this video, but first something else. Back in high school there was one specific game that I always played. When traveling, during school breaks, in bed. And lately I've been picking it up again. So I'm very happy that the developers of that game wanted to sponsor this video. I'm talking about Clash Royale. Start the music. Clash Royale is a real-time multiplayer game where you have to battle your opponents by using your big brains. Some of you guys probably already noticed it, but this game features troops, spells, towers, and even the royals from Clash of Clans. Another game I used to know live back in the day. This game is all about strategy. Know when and where to use your cards, so you could knock the enemy kings and princesses off their towers. Once you've done that, easy peasy win for you, my friends. You'll win trophies, crowns, and glory in the arena. What I like about this game is that you can collect dozens of different cards and upgrades. And with these cards you have to be strategic in making the right deck. Not one deck is the best deck, make a deck that's perfect for your playstyle. Bet that I'm gonna no-life this game again. And you can do that too, my friends. Feel free to download the app with the link in the description or use the QR code on the screen. Big thanks to Supercell for sponsoring this video, and now let's continue. Let's continue this video with the fancy chamber outplay. On Lotus, before the barriers are going down, place your teleporter behind this box. Then chill over here, wait till the enemies peek, make some shots and teleport away. From the enemy side of you, they most likely think that you teleported to the side or something. But in fact, you're behind the box of course, so when they push through, easy kills for you. Well played, Catboy. Now look at this clip. I love the fact that Rick was already looking at the window with the shrouded steps ready, knowing that he was about to make a kill with this trick. You read the enemy very well, my friend. Now let's talk about the race satchel. Many use this ability to double jump. Others are using the satchel to go for the quick peek. But then you also have the masterminds that are using this ability to bounce the enemies into their own crosshair. Well played, Brett Ward Coolen.
Nice.
Like I said during the Race to Ascendant series, the Fade Q in combination with the Race E is one of the best combos out there. I mean, look at this. The enemies don't have any counterplay over there. Easy peasy 4 kills, but it even gets better. Very nice ace, my friend. And let's do one more, just because the reactions are so funny.
Junge, was?
Do you guys also like sneaky red plays? Because I do. So here's a sneaky red play with Sage. On Lotus, when the barriers are going down, push sand dune and use your wall behind you. You might recognize this trick because you could use it on any map. But especially on this spot, next to the sand dune, is very OP. The dune gives you cover, so you can sneak on the enemies.
Spike down. Enemy remaining.
Or of course, instead of sneaking towards the enemies, you hide behind these boxes. Also works so now and then.
One enemy remaining.
It's time for a big brain Viper trick. On Pearl, when the round starts, place your wall like this, just in front of the screens. Then what you have to do is stand behind the screens and wait till the enemies are pushing. When they get close, activate your wall and go to the other side of the screen. The reason why this trick is good is because for the enemy's perspective, they don't see anyone, so there's less chance that they will expect you chilling on the left of your wall. I hope that makes a bit of sense. I mean, it works. Look at Timothy. A very nice ace, well played. And while we're talking about aces, this next one isn't really a trick, but I wanted to show this round. If you play in a 1v5, there's a high chance that all the enemies will rush you. They are greedy for the kills, of course, but don't do this, my friends. Something like this might happen and then you lose all your money. Now let's fly to Pearl for a cool double purpose Sage wall. On a side, if you place your wall like this through the hut, you could look over the hut to kill the enemies, just like Hwanki did. Pretty handy, but you remember what I said? This wall has a double purpose. If you don't see anyone, you could walk forward, and if the spike is planted on the vault, the wall will protect you for if you are defusing. And this is how Hwanki won the round with 2 enemies alive. Also, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm not Spanish sadly. Victoria, well played. Now look at this clip. Nice. What you have to learn from this clip, sometimes it's too late to run away. And then dancing around the neon wall will be more effective. And while we're on B side on Fracture, look at this Stargazer Fox kill. Tricks don't have to be complicated. And another one that isn't that complicated. On Lotus, when you're planning on opening the door, simply walk behind the tree for a split second. And when the door is a bit more open, peek the enemies. You might catch them off guard. The reason why this works is because often the enemies will expect you peeking from the right. So let's go, Royale!
Let's go!
Oh. Well played. Now look at this clip.
One enemy remaining.
Easy Phoenix ultimate save.
J'ai activé mon ult.
What?
Now it's time for an older trick. Maybe you've seen this one before, maybe not, but if you use your wall like this, you could sneak all the way to the back of B main. Perfect for those half-buy rounds when you only have money for a Spectre or a Judge, for example. And who knows, you might get an ace like Jack the Cool Kid. Well played. And while we're talking about old tricks, by now everybody knows this trick, right? You leave a small gap with your sage wall, you make kills through that gap. Boring, boring, boring. We've seen it 1,000 times. Well, my friends, luckily here's a new way to be a rat with sage. Instead of leaving a small gap, leave a big gap on the other side from where the enemies will see your wall. The gap will have to be big enough so you could walk around it yourself. Wait till the time is right, peek and make some nice kills. I mean, from the enemy's perspective, it looks like a normal wall. Why would they think that there will be a big gap behind, right? And that's how you be a sneaky rat, my friends. Easy.
One enemy remaining.
Now look at this clip. In the end, Banana Milk got an ace, well played, but did you notice that? When you go for strafe shots, it's important to counter strafe. This means that if you strafe to the right, you have to press A for like 1 second. Otherwise, your first bullet isn't accurate, like you see in this clip. Luckily, Banana Milk did it right most of the time, but just wanted to share this for the people who didn't know. Here's the Omen trick from last tips and tricks video in action. KCZ shows how it's done.
Wait, already? Wait, we're already fighting.
Also, what? How wide is your screen? It feels like you see way more to the left than the right, but well played. Now a cool cipher setup that you can use on Haven. Before the round starts, stand against the window and throw your cage against that wooden part over there. It will land on top of the window. After that, stand over here and throw another cage on this ledge. Now when the enemies are pushing, activate the top cage and you have the nice one way. And when you want to enter, activate the other cage and you can jump to the left. The enemies won't see you jumping down, so you might get some nice kills. Sam shows us how it will look like. While we're talking about Cypher, here's another cool trick you could use, this time on Ascent. It's very simple. Did you know that when you stand on this wall, you could place your cam over here? When doing this, you will be able to look all the way towards rafters, and you could kinda watch the flank, easy for you. Now a quick tip for everyone, if your magazine is empty, it's faster to pick up a gun from the ground than to reload. And this guy realized that. Sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce your name.
One enemy remaining.
Now look at the kill from Nemesis.
Here.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, some people might not know this mechanic, but if you use your gate crash towards the door, it will stay there. And the door stays open. It's a very OP mechanic. And while we're talking about Yoru, here's a nice lineup you can use. When the bears are going down, simply use your gate crash towards Pizza. After that, go to B main and try to distract the enemies playing Market. Once you hear them shoot and hear them reload, that's the time to teleport towards Pizza and kill them from the back. Easy peasy for Holly. And another clip from Holly. Simple but effective.
You're gonna kill him.
10 seconds left.
And here's a cool grim wall you can use. Oh, I hate it when people are shooting me from so high up. And this is it, my friends. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. We're getting close to funny and cute Kit and Cat. One day we will get there. And I see you guys in the next one. Peace.